It's the 1st of February and we are mid-table again. The January transfer window has opened, closed. We have spent about £2 million and you might see a new name on this screen somewhere. His name is Lejko Baturina, maybe? He's a striker. He's also a right winger. You can also probably see on the notable criticism, we lost 9-3 against Southampton in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. I don't know what happened there. So, since the last episode where we played the 4-4-1-1 formation, I changed back to our 4-2-4, which didn't really work. It did involve the 9-3 defeat against Southampton, our goalkeeper getting a 5.5 rating, and then I fined him, and he didn't agree. He let in 9 goals. I don't understand how you can't agree with that. We then changed to a 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress, which was slightly better. This is the one straight out of the box. We picked up wins against Sunderland, AFC Wimbledon and Stoke. We kind of returned to form a little bit as we enter January. Today it's going to be Ipswich and it's going to be Cardiff. It's 2 teams down, or I say 2 teams, 1 team down the wrong end of the table, 1 team in the middle. We should win 1 and hopefully draw or beat Ipswich as well. And yeah, in January, we have spent £2.4 million. It is our biggest January or our biggest transfer window ever. We've spent so much money. We've broken our record transfer fee as well on Stefano Volpe. We'll come to him in a minute. On the right-hand side as well, you can see Ikara Mitchell and Yannick Yusufu has left the club on loan deals. Yannick Yusufu will come to first. He's a 22-year-old Togolese goalkeeper who is available on a free transfer in the national side. Annoyingly, didn't get a work permit, but we've shifted him out on loan. Zlezko Baturina, maybe, could be his name, is a new signing signed from Slaven Belupo in his native Croatia. Right winger, striker, kind of fits both positions, very good physically, finishing of 9, which is something that we probably need to work on. But, I mean, he's good, isn't he? He's not cost a lot of money. Luke Matheson is a real man. We've actually signed a real person, signed from, I think we bought him from Middlesbrough. Did we? We did. He went to Middlesbrough as part of an exchange deal, apparently. We bought him for £500,000. He's already played 3 times for us, getting an assist. We needed a competent right-back. We didn't have one. We had one right-back whose tackling was 1, and the other right-back who basically couldn't even get into a League 2 side last season. So Luke Matheson is hopefully, and so far has done, hopefully he's going to become our main right-back for the rest of the season. And for £1.5 million, Stefano Volpe, a 24-year-old Italian centre-back signed from Napoli. He's not amazing, is he? Let's be honest. He's not amazing, but there are slim pickings when you are Dover Athletic, and we don't really have the money to throw around to buy in world-class players. Volpe, hopefully, is good. I mean, he's still got a few years of development potentially ahead of him as well, so hopefully he's good enough. If he's not, we should be able to get our money back from basically what we paid for him. We should be able to sell him for maybe £2-3 million, so it's not a loss. All of that money spent means, however, that at the start of the season we were on, £14.5 million. We're now on £6.5 million. We've kind of just broken into our money that we didn't really want to break into, but we are in a much better position to where we were last season, which was £1.5 million. So we're moving upwards technically. The starting lineup then for the Ipswich game is going to be, we are playing the 4-2-3-1, as you can probably see on the left-hand side. It's going to be Zhao Chiu in goal, Luke Matheson, Mark McGuinness, Romain Charia, and Stephen Geismar. It's going to be Rory Allen and Paul Searle in the middle of the pitch. Actually, swap you two round. That's probably the better way to go, because Rory Allen is a striker, shouldn't be on defensive duty. It's going to be Theo Corbeneau, Ricky Pilbrow, and Dean Laird as the attacking midfield, with Clinton Connor. It's Connor Ryan, isn't it? It's Connor Ryan as our striker. I need to talk about Ricky Pilbrow. He's rubbish. He's literally out of contract in 4 months' time. However, because of the African Cup of Nations, he is our only attacking midfield option really at the moment. So Ricky, he's played 4 games recently. One frustrating thing, amongst many frustrating things about this Dover team and this Dover save, is we are overachieving massively. We're expected to finish 16th this season. That is what the media prediction was. We are currently 11th, so we are doing well. The board are happy, everyone's happy, even the players are happy. It's just me who isn't happy. Luke Matheson's got this ball on the right-hand side. 5.5 minutes, Ryan on the volley. It's gone. How? How has he not scored that? It's still 0-0. Connor with a free kick for Ipswich inside the centre circle. That name's not being read out ever by me. Charia to Geismar. Loads of space to run into if he wants to. Goes off to the left-hand side for Dean Laird. Now Rory Allen. 2 strikers playing well out of position. Geismar back to Romain Charrier. I need to try and extend his loan deal for a third season or fourth season potentially. Dean Laird's going to get on the end of that. That is a very good ball. 2-3-4 in the box. Plays it back to Rory Allen. It's taken a deflection. And Connor Ryan on the volley gets his 11th goal of the season. We take the lead against Ipswich. But we seem to do this a lot anyway. So I'm not really counting my points just yet. Just seen Baba Bayake scored for Derby against Portsmouth. So yeah, maybe selling him wasn't the best plan. Final 10 minutes of the first half, and it's good to see Ricky Pilbrow on a 6.4. He is rubbish at football, but the African Cup of Nations have kind of ruined us a little bit. Matheson to Searle, back to McGuinness. We've got 3 yellow cards already. It's not even half time. Paul Searle. McGuinness again. Paul Searle had a lot of interest throughout January from Birmingham. They put in about 15 offers for him, and I rejected every single one of them because Paul Searle's a very good player. Schofield's got the ball for Ipswich in his penalty area. Kicks it long. We need to get that ball ready. It's headed down to Sunday. Takes a few touches. Long range effort from Sunday. And Chio can see it just go wide of his post. Ball is picking up a yellow card for some reason. I'm assuming this is Corbeneau. It is going to be Theo Corbeneau placing the ball down. He scored a few of these before in the past. He should have made it too. It's just wide. Right, Ricky, you need to come off, don't you? Also, Corbeneau has just taken a knock and picked up an injury by the looks of it. I think things are going well. Right, what do we do? What's your injury? Groin injury. Don't really want to risk that, do we? Do we bring on Batterina as a right... I mean, we do. We do that. And do we do... Pereira? Pereira can play there. He's Uruguayan as well. I mean, you've got to have a South American player, haven't you? 2 subs at half-time might have been a mistake, but we'll see how things go. Chio passes it across to Charrier. Weird way of taking the goal kick. The free kick, sorry. I mean, why would you do that? Pereira, first touch of the ball, finds Batterina. He's got long hair and a green hairband. He's my favourite player of all time now. Allen, back to Paul. Allen, what are you doing? McAteer loses out, and we've stolen this ball once again. Dean Laird on the left-hand side. He's just messing about. He's messing about. Batterina's there on the volley. It's a great block from, I think his name is Rodrigo Gay, and we've managed to win ourselves a corner. Connor Ryan's gone to take it left-footed towards the middle. Chukwuemeka can clear. Romain Charrier tries to find Ryan again. Can't manage it. It's not the best pass from the centre-back. Still 1-0. We are going to see the goal kick as well then. Schofield kicks it long. It's a head down. Now Mace. Ball forward. Paul Searle. Sensible header back to the goalkeeper who can just smash that upfield. And it's found its way to the Canadian. And Ryan forces a good save out of Schofield. We have had so many chances and we are not taking any of them. Ryan to take the corner, left-footed again, as always, towards nobody. Not really sure why we even bothered with that. Pereira then, the substitute with the ball back to Geismar. Loads of space if he wants to actually use it, doesn't bother. Allen to Paul Searle. Searle facing away from goal, invites Luke Matheson forward. Not seen him in the second half. Goes down the right-hand side. Can he cross it? He does cross it. Dean Laird's there at the back post, and Dean Laird gets his 6th goal of the season. Luke Matheson picks up an assist as well. 60 minutes almost played, and it is 2-0 to Dover Athletic, and we are starting to look a little bit more comfortable in this game, although the highlight straight after the goal is sometimes a bit of a worry. Harper, back to Connor, flicks across to Carter. We've stolen it again, haven't we? Connor, he's not going to get closed down quick enough by Ryan. Luke Matheson then to McGuinness. Paul Searle in the centre circle. Now Pereira. Forward. Batterina. Back to Batterina from Ryan. He's managed to burst his way through and the new signing smashes it over the bar. I mean, we're looking bright, aren't we? Ipswich do have themselves a corner. And I think that hit the post. I think that might have actually hit the post. The highlights carrying on. Connor plays it in the middle. It's Harper. Long range effort. Blasts it into Mark McGuinness, I think. And now Rory Allen can do a little break of his own off to the left-hand side. Needs to play it to Laird. He does play it to Laird. Laird's been flattened. He's gone down like he's been shot by a sniper. We've picked up a free kick. Theo Corbeneau was not on the pitch, so it's going to be Pereira instead to take it towards the back post, towards absolutely nobody. And Ipswich can counter, but nothing happens. And now they've got themselves a chance from a free kick and almost scored it. Luke Matheson clears the ball. Zhao Chio with a strange save, let's be honest. Right, last sub of the match. We're going to do Geismar off. Stefano Volpe is not really a left-back. I mean, okay, maybe he is a left-back. He's got 5 crossing. It's not really his forte, is it? But we're going to bring on Volpe on that left-hand side. I think this is going to be his debut as well, because I think we did all 3 signings on deadline day, potentially. What am I talking about? No, we didn't, because Luke Matheson played some games for us already. Well, the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress seems to be doing the job at the moment. Luke Matheson with an 8.7 rating. Just one assist to his name, but an 8.7. That's a pretty good performance. I almost said from the youngster. He's like 29 now, isn't he? 6 more yellow cards then for Dover Athletic. How many are we on now for the season? We must be on like a silly amount. I mean, red cards. We have got 5 red cards, 69 yellow cards. That's ridiculous. That's insane. That's too many yellow cards. Just a couple of days later, we play our second match of the episode. We've returned home for a match against 23rd place Cardiff. And this is what we're going to go for. A few changes to mention. Kyron Kensdale in goal has come in because Zhao Chiu has had lots of offers from France to sign him. And we can't sell him because basically if we did, Kyron Kensdale will be our number 1 goalkeeper. So I just need to kind of play Kensdale in the games where he's not going to be too much of a problem, effectively. He's still not a bad goalkeeper. It's going to be Matheson, McGuinness, Chariot and Geismar in defence staying the same. Stevie Schwank and Rory Allen will be in midfield today. Schwank comes in because Paul Sells picked up too many yellow cards, because of course he has. I think he's got 10. I think he has 10 yellow cards this season. Batterina on the right-hand side, Dean Laird on the left. Dye returns from his African Cup of Nations escapades, and it's going to be Connor Ryan leading the line, although he probably shouldn't be. We do have Keith on the bench. He's not played this season. He might be playing today. Now, I genuinely haven't seen the league table since the last match. I don't know where we moved to. We are currently potentially 10th place. We are doing the early kickoff as well. I think I say the early kickoff. The Friday night kickoff. We're down to 10 men. It's taken literally 6 minutes. Lovely. That's also the 6th red card of the season, isn't it? What are we doing? Why are we getting so many red cards? Well, Stevie Schwank is just going to drop there, and I guess we go for that? It's not going to work, is it? I think we actually go for this. So this is my 4-2-4 formation, but obviously we've only got 1 striker. We've got Dye and Allen in midfield at the moment. I mean, why are we getting so many red cards? It's ridiculous. Heath with a free kick. I've just realised as well, this is against 23rd place Cardiff. We're down to 10 men. We're now on damage limitation, unless we can nick a goal potentially from this highlight. Will Jaskalainen can kick that upfield. Finds Sykes, Deli Bashiru controls it, dinks it forward, blocks and chests it down under pressure from the new signing. Tomlinson to Mathurin. Tomlinson again on the left-hand side. Putting the pressure on. But are we actually going to take the ball away from anybody? Deli Bashiru is trying to get muscled off the ball. Oh my word. We are so lucky that their striker is terrible at football. I think it was McGuinness just let him through then. We've got ourselves a free kick in a very good position. Batterina's picked up a knock. Again, so we might be having ourselves our second, or not a second, sorry, our first substitute? It's going to be our first substitute, because Schwank was already on the pitch, wasn't he? We got lucky with that one in a sense. It's going to be Connor Ryan, left-footed effort from the Canadian, puts that in the top corner. We've taken the lead. I'd quite like the match just to end now, would be nice, because I feel like we're going to be up against it for the rest of the match. That was our first shot as well, and we managed to score it. It's Allen with a free kick. Batterina's not going to get there. McGuinness heads it down to Schwank. Back to McGuinness. We're going the wrong way, lads. Dean Laird chests it down from Dye. Crosses it in. Batterina heads it to almost find its way into the bottom corner. Instead, just goes wide. What is that Batterina injury? I need to really check that, because that could cause us to basically do a substitution. Heath is in on goal. Stevie Schwank is there with him. It's a good block from Schwank. And now Matheson, Batterina. Does he have the legs to run? Maybe it's a shoulder injury, something like that. That will be handy. Allen, where are we going, guys? Backwards. Dye, just inside the Cardiff half. Ryan's there, chests it down, controls it nicely, tucks it past the goalkeeper. We're down to 10 men and it's 2-0. Batterina wants to stay on, but injury is affecting him. It's an upper body injury. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It shouldn't affect your ability to run and kick a football. It might affect your ability to jump, header, things like that. Also, if we win this game, we'll be 1 point off of a playoff spot. I was looking at this season thinking, great, it's going to be another season mid-table, although the top half of the championship is all pretty close, so we are still within a shout here. You're doing brilliantly, keep it up. However, you're not doing brilliantly, you're not doing very good at all. Rory Allen also is on a 6.5, but he is playing as a ball-winning midfielder, and he's normally a striker. I'm not quite sure how Cardiff haven't scored in this game, if I'm honest. They've only had 1 shot on target, I guess that's how. We are still racking up the shots. Not many, if any, are actually coming on as highlights. Mackenzie's controlled that well. Kensdale's come out a little bit too soon, but Mackenzie hits it over the bar. They should have scored easily 2 or 3 in this. Right, my little halftime team talk seemed to work. Batterina is going to come off, though. Colombo as a right winger. Never even considered that. As a wide target forward. I just don't think you're going to be good at that job, mate. What I'm looking at is if we drop Ryan back there, and then we can do Jada with Keith. It's Keith. We knew it was going to happen, didn't we? We knew it was going to happen. We're also going to do Rory Allen coming off for Colombo. I nearly put Ricky Pilbrow on. We also need to keep an eye on Matheson and McGuinness. I'm thinking McGuinness for Volpe. We've done all of our subs on the 73rd minute, and we've also got Keith on the pitch. This is one of those highlights or games where you do your subs right near the end of the match and then nothing happens. We've had literally no highlights since the subs have taken place. 3 minutes of injury time disappears. We pick up 3 points. No thanks to you, Romain Charrier, who managed to get himself sent off literally within seconds of the match beginning. It's 2-0. It's 3 more points. 6 points in this episode. We are 1 point off of a playoff spot. So that was a Tuesday night, apparently. I think that match was actually rearranged. We did have a game that was supposed to take place at the end of January, but never did. Was that AFC Wimbledon? I don't know who it was. It must have been the Cardiff game. I think we were supposed to play that at the end of January. Didn't bother, got postponed, so we played it now. We've picked up 2-0 victories in this episode, up to 7th place in the table. Maybe playoffs could happen. Maybe my little bit of January spending was the way forward. That's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we are going to go to... Where are we going to go? We're probably going to go somewhere around here. Huddersfield and Forest? Do we do Huddersfield, bottom of the table? Forest are there, or do we go Derby? Derby are 10th. Derby Fulham? Who did we... I feel like we did that earlier, didn't we? We literally did that episode last time. We're going to do a football match somewhere in that window. I don't know what. It'll actually be 2, won't it? It might be AFC Wimbledon Middlesbrough, for all I know. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, subscribe, YouTube, things, click, buttons, share, things, write comments, and I will see you in the next one.